What's going on, everyone? This video is going to be a little different. I'm in my really messy garage. Hey, don't worry about that. And I've had some trouble with my bike. I say some trouble. I was some trouble. And the problem I was having was after this last race I did. Towards the end of the day, went to go load the bike up on the truck, and it didn't really want to start. It kind of cranked over a bunch, and eventually started. It was cool. Put it on the truck, no problem. I brought it home, washed it, and I went to start it after I washed it, like I usually do, and it didn't want to start at all. Come back a couple days, like, oh, maybe something, water somewhere, whatever. I'll just come back a couple days later, deal with it some other time. It did. Still didn't start. I'm like, huh. So I started to take the bike apart. Went through all my connections. Went through my starter button connection up on the front here. I already redid that with some... Took the connector off and put two butt connectors on there. So I did that. Looked through that. Made sure that was there. So the problem I'm having is when I hit the start button, the lights on my handlebar should turn on, right? Nothing. Fuel pump should also kick on when I just tap the button and it cranks over a little bit. The fuel pump, you should hear that go. You should hear that, click on and prime. That's the word I was looking for. So I was like, huh. So I started looking under my seat at all my connections and stuff right down there, and I noticed this. That is a relay. I think it was down further, but that is a relay. And that is rubbing on the bottom of my seat. And when I turn the button and I hit the button, oh, there it goes. Sometimes it will click, sometimes it won't. That guy right there is shorting out somehow and not clicking over. And not working every time. This time it actually worked. Surprisingly enough, it hasn't done that in a while. It's also been a few weeks since I last rode the bike. But anyway, so yeah, the top of my relay is rubbing the seat, and either some water got in there or something like that, and the relay is all doing clicky stuff. So that worked again. So anyway, I'm gonna replace that. I got a new one. Here is the part number for it if you want to see. Part number, if it will. There you go. There's the part. There's the part number. And it's gonna swap out the relay. It's weird that the seat literally rubbed the top of this thing off. Just interesting. That's all. So yeah, I thought it was gonna not work because it hasn't been working every time I tried it, and it did the weird clicky thingies. And this time it works. So all I gotta do is unplug this purple part. I gotta unplug this thing, because pull this thing back, pull that thing back, and it should come right off. Interesting, very interesting. So, all right, that's pretty much it. I'm surprised it worked. Before it wasn't working. So what I did to fix that, or so what I did to diagnose it, was to take a piece of wire and I jumped the back of the relay. So I went from this wire to this wire, and it should go. Oh, maybe not. There it goes. Yeah, see how it flicks? Looks the fuel pump. There you go. So that's how I knew that relay was not working very right, because I was able to jump the relay and it worked like it's supposed to. So I'm gonna swap that out, and I'll have a bike running for the next race. Yeah, little tech tip, I guess. I don't know. Bike doesn't start. Check the relay. Also check your ground cable, because that was another issue we had on a different bike. The bike wouldn't start. It would start if you were sitting on it, because you're sitting on it pushing the ground cable out. So check the ground cable, check the start, check the relay, especially if your fuel pump and your map switches over here are turning on. And this goes not just for GASGAS, but KTM and Husqvarna as well. And yeah, and some of the newer bikes, or some of the EXEs and stuff, have more than just one relay in there, so you can pop relays around to see if that helps too. Good stuff. So yeah, short little video. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't yet, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.